appointment done. Breakfast at Tesco. Breakfast at Tesco complete. 2 new t-shirts bought. Time to go home. I fancy a proper homemade brew now. I will update you on this morning's proceedings when I get home. Ta-da. Now then, so yeah, it is the 2nd of July 2026. And I've been for my cataract assessment this morning. They've done all the usual things like they do at the opticians of shining and puffing things into your eyes and making you read things which, for cover that eye, it's just a blur. And then went to another room and they did some other bits, shining things in them. A bit like a Pink Floyd light show, to be honest with you. But turns out I've 2 cataracts. I've got one in that eye, which we knew about, and I have also got one in that eye, which I wasn't aware of. Now, apparently, this one, I mean, we know this one's central, and so far that it's dissipating light all across my vision, and that's why it's as bad as it is. This one, it's off to the side, quite a way off to the side. But what he says is I could do with that one doing as well, so that it don't drift across. Now, he said not they can do them both. They could ideally do them both at the same time, but it's probably best not to. So they're going to do this one first. And we're like, right, fine. How long do I have to wait? He says, well, it's normally, I think he said 13 weeks from referral. Got referred in May. So he said it could be August, September time. I've just had a text. It's on the 24th of September, which is a Thursday, and it's at 3 o'clock. I did make the mistake of asking him, well, what is the procedure? And he told me. And I wish I hadn't, because I know what they're going to do with my eye. But he says it's a 10-minute job. He says, you're in, you're out, done. 5 weeks after having it done. And they do put something in that means I don't have to constantly put in drops in my eyes. He says because I'm diabetic, there's a very, very, very small chance I might get a swelling at the back, which then would mean getting in touch with them and they will give me some drops to sort that. He says, but it's very, very unlikely, but it could happen. So yeah, 5 weeks after that, I've been done, I then go to the opticians and I have my eye tested again and we see where we are with what I need. They check the whole lens out, not the glasses, my actual eye. He's told me you get a local anaesthetic. I mean local, it's in Sheffield, I'm in Barnsley. No? Right, fair enough. Yeah, so I didn't actually say that to him, I didn't. No, I'm not going to try and be funny with people that are messing about with my eyes. You have a local anaesthetic, they make a really tight, tiny sort of like 2mm slot in the top of your eye. They suck out your old lens, put in your new lens. That's it. Do something else, but it's all ultrasound that they do it with. And that's it, you walk away with a brand new lens, and like I said, you go from there. Now, the reason I have glasses, it's not, I've been told at least anyway, it's not my actual eyes, it's the muscles around them, so there is every probability I might still need glasses. And I hope so, because I've still got best part of 5 years to pay on these. And I like wearing glasses. This is me with glasses. This is me without glasses. I'm not as interested as I am with glasses. So, yeah. That's what's happening. So we get that one sorted, and once that one's sorted and fine and we're trotting along, then we'll get that one sorted. But like I said, that one's not affecting the vision now, so there's no real great checks for it to be done. That one is. I mean, again, when they covered this and asked me to read letters, I couldn't see the letters. He's then, how many fingers are I holding up? Well, I'm going to have a guess at 4. What about now? Well, I'm going to have a guess at 2, or 1 or 2. So yeah, that I mean, I know. I'm one looking. Oh, excuse me. I'm one looking through it all day, every day. So yeah, so that's that. 202 t-shirts. Got this one, which I quite like. Dirt cheap, £8. And I got this one, which is what's my old pal Snoopy on it. It's got this on the front, and it's got this on the back. As I said to Vicky in Tesco, I'm like it. I love Snoopy. I'm not one for wearing things with cartoons on, but I used to have an hat with Animaniacs on, and I loved that, and I would still wear that now because Animaniacs was so subversive. But this, I like it, but as I say, it's wrong. And it is wrong because anybody that knows Snoopy Peanuts, Charles M. Schultz, knows that it shouldn't be Snoopy there. That should be Lucy, and Schroeder should be playing piano like this. So yeah, but that's just me being pedantic. Also got my new pumps on. Look good, look alright. Our Baxter quite likes them, our Bella couldn't really get a toss. But the comfy and the fit, I've had to tie them because of my brace on my left foot, and because I've got a hobbit foot as a right foot after operations I had 20 odd years ago. I need to fasten them one eyelet down, but don't really matter, does it? No. Yeah. What else to tell you? It is 46 years since this was released. Absolute belter of a film, and still as funny now as it ever was. Yes, I am, and don't call me Shirley. You need it in the cockpit. The cockpit, where is it? It's the little room at the front of the plane where the pilots sit. Got to get this lady to a hospital. A hospital, what is it? It's a large building full of sick people. Very quotable. Very, very quotable. But yeah. So that's that. 10 years ago. Oh, now then. I took my redundancy from Tesco after working there for 28 years. And after we'd sorted out what it was going to cost for windows and doors, what it was going to cost for kitchen refitting, and everything else, I went and ordered myself a scooter. It was the 70th anniversary of Vespa, and they were doing some special edition PXs, and I wanted a blue 125 PX, and you couldn't just walk into a Vespa showroom and buy one. You had to walk into one, order one, put a deposit down. That order went through to Italy, and they made you one, basically. So I put the order in May. I got it round about now, 10 years ago, and I only had it 4 weeks, and the fucking thing got stolen. And we know who nicked it because 4 different people phoned coppers, because I put it on Facebook and everything, they'd been nicked. 4 people got in touch with me and said that they'd seen a certain person riding it, and they'd also rang the police to say they'd seen this person riding it. But when it come to actually giving a statement, they wouldn't, for whatever reason. So yeah, I never saw it again. But this, oh, she was beautiful. She really, really was beautiful. Dolly, I think I called this one. I barely had her long enough to remember what I call it. I've always named my scooters. But the only thing I've got left of her now is the brown leather bag, limited edition leather bag that she came with. Because it wasn't on her when she won it from the shed. And that leather bag is just the right size to, you can get about 70 or so 7-inch singles in it. So I've used it a few times since when I've been DJing, because it's designed to go on back of a scooter, on a rear rack on a scooter. It's got all the Velcro and the little. Anyway, yeah. So that's the only thing I've got left in there. Oh, yeah. Not much else to tell you, really. That's me for today. Another short one, folks. And you blessed. I'm going to carry on watching Yes Minister. Because I couldn't think of what else to watch today, and it popped up on something. I thought, oh, I'll watch that again. I forgot how funny and clever it was. So, yeah. Right. TTFN.